Hey guys, today we're replacing the low control arm on this Ford Focus. So we're starting off by lubricating and cleaning the bolts that are exposed, the threads that are exposed. So that's on the ball joint here. And you can see the play there, and that's why we're replacing it. That ball joint is knackered. And then we have to clean the threads on these two back bolts. So you can see one there, and there's another one hiding behind the rail there. I'm just going to spray it down with some maintenance spray. And then we're going to go at it with a wire brush again. And that done, we're going to crack off this lower ball joint nut. So I'm using a 21mm spanner here, but the one that goes back on is a 22mm, so yours might be different. When we're cracking this off here, we want to take it off all the way. You want to make sure that you have enough room there to get your spanner out when you're done. I'll just speed this up for you now because you don't have to watch it all, do you? As you can see, I switched spanners here because there wasn't quite enough room in the gap there to get my other one off. So we're using an opening spanner now, just to twist it off all the way, and then take that off the rest of the way by hand. There is just enough room to get the nut off. Now we're going to crack this 18mm bolt off here. Do it a couple of turns just to make sure it's nice and loose and free. Then you want to do the same on the back two bolts, which is a 15mm spanner. This here is an 18, the back two are 15mm. Just give them a couple of turns, make sure it's loose, and then smack the ball joint out. That's why we're not removing those bolts all the way. We want a bit of sturdiness there to crack this ball joint free. Just giving it a good whack with a splitter, and it does eventually pop out. You see it shoot through now. And that was done. Just push that arm down and move the ball joint out of the hole. Remove the bolts all the way out then. I'll speed this up for you so you don't have to look at my shoulder for too long. And then the same on these back two 15mm. Again, I'll speed that up for you too. With them out, just pull the arm out. You might need to put a bit of a fight or a wiggle, but this comes out nice and freely. Look at the actual state on this ball joint. So it's the rip side, it's splitting it. You can see that back and forth movement coming up and down on it there. That's not good. Be replacing it today with a Febby original quality matching part. So this is top notch quality. Now that you've wrestled it into place, use your bolts now to hold it into place. Put it in a couple of turns, but don't put them in all the way yet. Don't tighten them down yet. Just put them in loose. Then once they're all in place, you're going to jack it up to normal road height. This takes any strain off the bushes because the car is going to sit lower than what your suspension will hang. So you're going to get it into place, natural road height of the wheels, and then tighten it all the way down so you don't put any strain on the bushes when you put the wheel on and lower the car back down. See, now I'm just tightening it down, doing it up nice and tight. These come with new bolts, the Febby ones do, so these are new bolts with the subscribed amount of thread lock on it. So you just do it down nice and tight and the thread lock will do the rest of the work. It won't fall out like that then. And then do the same with the back. I sped it up for you so you don't have to watch me, you just ratchet it the whole time. But once this is all done, chuck the wheel back on, torque that to spec, lower it down, and job's a good one. Thanks for watching, guys.